Hello and welcome to the Dick Campbell Gym, where it is championship day, day 5 here of the Tosh Holiday Classic. For YSN, I'm Griffin Hanna. Joined alongside me is Henry Borchers. Today we have a matchup between two teams whose championship dreams were cut short on day 4. That doesn't mean they're not going to go home with any hardware here in the main gym. Winner of this gets third place for the Tosh 2025 tournament. You will see the prospective Warriors take on the Glenbard East Rams. As I mentioned earlier, both teams falling short of that championship game, but that doesn't mean their tournament is over.
Yeah, we know perspective, especially they're new to the tournament. We're looking to go on a miracle run, as you will, try to go all the way to the chip, but not able to go this time. They're going to go 3-1, both 3-1, like you said, Griffin. But we'll have to see how this game turns out. Strong team, especially from Glenbard East, with Mike Nee. He's deadly from beyond the arc.
Perspectives, on the other hand, they like to score in transition. Very high-paced offense. Definitely some new age coaching from the Perspective staff. The Warriors going to win the tip there. Morgan Travis with it. Guarded closely by Danny Snyder. Flowers over to Travis. He gives it to Thomas. Taylor. Thomas with it. Morgan Travis. Once again, guarded by Danny Snyder. Glenbard East. Right now in a man-to-man defense. Taylor fires. No good there. Last touch by GBE. That's going to remain Warriors basketball. Morgan Travis set to inbound here. He and Jaden Taylor, the star-studded duo in the backcourt for the Warriors. Expect both of those two to have a big game. Travis just has to flare it out to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Mike Nee, the South Dakota commit. Flowers fires. No good there. Rebounded by Walton. Nee with it.
Gives us opportunity now to see what Mike Nee can do early on in the game.
Snyder, the complimentary guard to Mike Nee. He joins him in the backcourt. House with it. He transferred in at the start of the year. He's been a huge addition to this GBE roster. House with it. Gives it to Marinowski in the corner. He drives baseline. He's strapped. Finds Walton up with it. Nice touch there. Sam Walton finishes the baby hook.
Yeah, really excited to see how Sam Walton and Mike Nee play together. We know this dynamic duo. They've accomplished a lot so here in the Tosh so far.
Rams first team on the board. Howard gives it to Taylor. Taylor gives it to Travis. Travis thought about pulling, decides not. He drives, step back, fires, hits it, falling down. Morgan Travis.
Yeah, Morgan Travis looking for a foul, not going to get it this time, however. He plays very physical, as you will see throughout.
Snyder drives baseline, finds Walton in the high post. He gives it out to House. Good to see Travis get going on that last possession in the day 4 game. His shot was just not falling. That was the main reason for their day 4 loss, as Jaden Taylor gets the charge there, put the body on the line. That's Keenan House's first foul on the day. He's been struggling with foul troubles.
Obviously a crucial part to this offense, so we'll have to see how he turns out and if they will take him out of the game to try to limit his amount of fouls so far.
Thomas with it, finds the cutting Howard, up with it. Howard can't finish.
Yeah, not quite looking there for Howard. Howard, wide open layup, not able to capitalize.
Rebounded there. Last touch by Sam Walton. He went out of bounds when coming down from that rebound. It's going to be a turnover for GBE. Warriors basketball. Morgan Travis going to bring it up. Interesting look here. GBE typically comes out in a 2-3 zone. Against the Warriors, though, they're going with a man-to-man. Travis fires. It's good. Morgan Travis already heating up. That's his 5th point in just 3 minutes of play.
Yeah, Morgan Travis has got all the points here for Perspectives, showing just how deadly he can be from beyond the arc.
Marinowski fires. No good there. Rebounded by Howard. Pushing the pace here. Warriors going in transition. Taylor almost lost it. Finds Flower in the corner. He fires. No good there. Rebounded by Snyder.
Flowers not able to bloom, trying to get hot here to help off this offense.
Snyder, mid-range pull-up, short there. Out of bounds, last touch by Snyder, so it will be Warriors basketball. Already halfway through the first quarter, Morgan Travis remaining the ball handler for the Warriors. Guarded closely by Snyder, picked up right at half court. Step back three, well short there. Great hustle by Ian Flowers to keep it in. Marinowski comes up with the loose ball, poked away. Flowers hit the floor, Keenan House came up with it. Walton coast to coast, tried to go for the slam. That's gonna be called a foul. Perspectives coaching staff disagreeing with the call there.
Yeah, slam, not able to go down. He gets lucky getting fouled on the way down. We'll have 2 opportunity.
Walton, not known for his dunking capabilities, just guide up there. No good on the first. The 2 centers down low, Tristan Howard and Sam Walton, already looking to get the energy going in this gym. Walton 0 for 2 there, rebounded by Marinowski, back up with it. Good there, Marinowski, second chance bucket.
Yeah, Marinowski does a great job picking up the scraps, if you will, trying to get in low, getting his shots up when he can.
Taylor drives up with it, it gets blocked, rebound his own miss, up again. Still no good. This time, Thomas got a hand on it, Snyder comes up with it. Mike Nee thought about pulling, decides drives, finds Snyder in the corner. Snyder guarded by Travis. House with it, he goes baseline. Walton, spin move, fights through contact and finishes the baby hook there.
Great job by Walton, get up and in. And also by perspective, not to draw the foul, trying to stay out of foul trouble early.
Taylor, transferred to Perspectives, was originally on Fenger, new to the team this year, and he's showing why he transferred in, hits the midi there. With this timeout, we will take a step aside. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the third place game here on your sports network. Couple of replays here. Travis showing off the range. He's definitely one of the leaders on the offensive side of the ball. And then we mentioned it earlier, the Fenger transfer, Jaden Taylor, showing off why the Perspectives coaching staff wanted him so badly. Last touch there. We're going to call that a kick ball. So it's going to remain, sorry, that's going to be Perspectives ball there. Last touch by GBE off the knee of Mike Nee. Taylor up to number 5, Horton. Horton, the 6th man of this Perspectives roster. Howard with it. Gives it to Taylor. He drives, falls down, finds Thomas in the corner. He shoots, rims out there. Rebounded by Nee.
Great job by Taylor to be able to stay up on that one, not call a travel.
Nee thought about pulling. Great job by Howard on the closeout. Marinowski working down low, up with it. Gets it to rim in there. Marinowski with a little turnaround J.
Yeah, hands straight up there for Keenan Thompson, but not able to secure that one.
Taylor drives up and under. It gets blocked there. Marinowski coming up big on the defensive side. Both teams playing with pace. Checking into the game is number 11, Norman Lochelle. Keenan House to the bench for the Rams. Morgan Travis to take the inbound. They get it up to Howard. Horton. Howard calling for it at the top of the key. Fakes the handoff, finds Travis beyond the arc. He drives to the middle, up with it. Travis hits the jump stop, teardrop to fall there.
I like that there. Big man being able to distribute the ball well, calling his plays, getting his guys in line, able to communicate and get the bucket.
Mike Nee picked up in the full court by Morgan Travis. Perspectives doing everything in their power to slow down Mike Nee offensively. Working so far, he has nothing on the day. Lochelle finds Nee. Gives it up to Marinowski. Marinowski drives up and under. No good there. Rebounded by Walton. Walton on the second chance point there. That's already his 6th point of the day. He leads all Rams in scoring.
Yeah, Walton doing a great job so far. Have to see how he can continue to add to his points total as we progress here into the late first quarter. Deep for 3.
It's good. Jaden Taylor showing off the range, firing from the volleyball line. Danny Snyder with it. Surveying the D here, gives it to Walton. Over to Lochelle, he fires a 3. No good there. Last touch by Snyder. In for the Warriors is number 20, Josh Pikes.
Yeah, the 3 ball has been sort of the theme of the day so far. Jaden Taylor doing a great job knocking down his first.
Tristan Howard to the bench there. Sam Walton also gets his first rest of the day. Keenan House back in for the Rams. Morgan Travis working on Snyder, gets the screen from Pikes, hits him on the roll. Horton in the corner, thought about pulling, pump fakes instead, jump stop, fires, rims out, rebounded by Thomas, up with it. Thomas with a nice touch there to get it to rim in.
Yeah, Thomas and Pikes running a great offense.
Nee fires, no good there, rebounded by Marinowski. He goes back up with it, gets the foul there. They're going to call that one on Horton.
Glenbard East with a great opportunity here to add to their point total and try to attack this prospective lead.
Jacob Marinowski, only 6'3". Whatever size he gives up, he makes up for with his tenacity down low in the paint, getting rewarded for his work on the offensive glass. First one rims in there. Lucky bounce off back iron. Second one's good, lead down to 2. Less than a minute left to go, shot clock is on. 10-second difference. Taylor working on Nee, he fires. No good there, front iron, rebounded by Snyder. 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. House drives up with it. He gets the call there. Keenan House going to the line for 2. Foul goes on Josh Pikes. Great job here. Keenan House sees an open lane, takes it, tries to finish through the contact. Definitely earned his trip to the charity stripe.
Yeah, great job getting up and in. We'll see how he can do from the line.
No good there. A little bit too much power. In comes number 10, Cameron Bonner. Danny Snyder gets his first rest of the game. House good on the second. He goes 1 for 2 at the stripe there. Lead down to 1. Shot clock is off. You got to think the Warriors will hold for the last shot here. They get it across the timeline. Travis closely guarded. He drives. Jab step finds Horton. Thomas in the corner. He shoots. No good there. Rebounded by Nee. Nee gets it across half. 5 seconds to go. Euro step. Unable to get it to go there. Travis, deep heave. Had the power, just off target there. That's going to leave your first half score 14-13. Low scoring game here. Don't go anywhere. You are watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on your sports network. Second quarter action about to get underway here. Prospective Warriors lead by 1. The Rams will start with the basketball.
Yeah, a little surprising so far. Glenbard East hasn't been able to get the ball into Mike Nee's hands too much yet. He's still scoreless through 1. We'll see how he can attack this floor coming up in the second quarter.
Morgan Travis practically face guarding Mike Nee, all 92 feet of the way. As you see here, it's just Nee and Travis in the back court. Nee gets it across the timeline, gives it to House. Marinowski. House down low, hop step up with it. Almost gets the three-point play, just rimmed out there. House to the line for 2.
Yeah, not able to draw the three-point play, like you said, but it's a great job by Glenbard. He's sort of distributing the ball, not fully relying on Mike Nee, and he's able to draw the foul.
That is Josh Pike's second foul already. Somewhat in foul trouble. It'll be Keon Thomas going to the bench. Tayshawn Ross checking in for the Warriors. His first minutes of action here. House no good on the first, looking to go 1 for 2 and tie up this game. He does. Keenan House, even 50% from the line currently. Horton working on knee. Dribbles out. Gives it up to number 10. That's Miles. Travis drives. Up and under. Marinowski on the contact there. He's going to get flagged. That is his first foul. Travis to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much there for Marinowski. Still with a lot to give, but doesn't want to draw too much here early in the first half.
Travis, the lone starter out there for Perspectives. Meanwhile, the entire GBE starting 5 is about to come in the game with Sam Walton at the scorers table. He checks in here. Sorry, that's Marinowski going to the bench. So it'll be Bonner, the lone non-starter out there for the Rams.
Yeah, Perspectives himself, Travis got half their points so far.
No good there. Travis went 0 for 2, and he's going to get flagged for the travel. Miscommunication between Ross and Pikes. Same team going for the same rebound. Forced the travel there. Snyder with it. Snyder, no points on the day yet. The backcourt tandem of him and Nee, neither of them can get going. Now it's Ross guarding Nee. He takes his shot and hits it. Mike Nee liking this matchup, and he's attacking it.
Yeah, that's Nee's first 2 points of the game. We'll have to see if he starts to get more hot here coming in the second half.
Travis slashing inside. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Walton. Cross-court pass to House. Stolen there. Nee comes up with the loose ball. Drives baseline. He gets trapped, spins out of it. Up with it, no good there. That's going to be a reach in there. That's going to go on Sam Walton. He's calling for a jump ball. Ref saw him wrap around. That's his first foul. Checking back into the game is Tristan Howard. Josh Pikes going to the bench.
Yeah, Mike Nee not able to get up and in for that one. Aiden Horton to take this one in for Perspectives.
Morgan Travis gives this one right back to Horton. Mike Nee picking up Horton at the half-court line. Meanwhile, Travis guarded all 92 feet. Horton finishes the reverse layup there, blows right by Mike Nee. Mike Nee trapped up top. Finds Bonner in the corner. Snyder deep. No good there. Rebounded by Walton. Gives it to House. Great feed there by Walton, falling down. Finds Keenan House in the low post. He finishes for 2.
Yeah, House doing a great job to pick up the scraps. They know they're going to guard Mike Nee extremely hard here today, trying to lock him down. So able to swing the ball over to some extra players and get them some minutes.
Tristan Howard drives there, unable to get the layup to go. Stolen by Ross. tripped up there. That's going to be Keenan House's second foul. Just barely over 2 minutes off the clock here. Still early in the second quarter, so that puts Keenan House somewhat in foul trouble. He's going to remain out there. Tayshawn Ross and Kyron Miles to the bench. Jaden Taylor and Ian Flowers back into the game. So now Horton, the lone starter, non-starter out there. Taylor working on knee, gives it up to Travis, back to Taylor. Get the screen from Howard, stolen by Bonner. Bonner up to Walton, over to knee. Great patience there from Keenan House. Pump fake gets the Warriors to jump. He finishes there.
Yeah, the way-wired pass, and Keenan House is able to ultimately score.
Last offensive possession there, looking like the three-man weave. Coach Eric Kelly loving it. Ian Flowers up to Horton, directing traffic here, calls for the screen from Howard, ignores it, almost loses his dribble, flares it out to Jaden Taylor.
10 to shoot.
Taylor drives, Horton in the corner, fires! No good, front iron. House with the rebound, he's pushing the pace, gives it up to Bonner. Walton, 1, 2, and 1! Sam Walton finishes through the contact, going to the line for one more, trying to finish the three-point play.
Take another look at this one. He goes up and in. That one just called. Number 11, Normal Licho.
Tristan Howard subbed out after that foul. Josh Pike comes in. Marinowski comes in. Bonner to the bench. So all 5 starters for the Rams are out there. Horton and Pikes, the 2 non-starters out there for the Warriors. Travis flashes for it and he gets it. Working on Snyder. Horton receives the screen. Pikes calling for it in the low post. It's stripped away by Mike Nee. The South Dakota commit. Guarded tightly by Jaden Taylor. Almost loses the handle. Gives it to Snyder. Snyder gets a screen from Walton. Snyder drives. Great feed there. Finds the back door of Keenan House.
Great job there by Ross.
Morgan Travis surveying the D. Tightly guarded by Danny Snyder. Turnaround jumper. It's good. Banks open on a Wednesday. Up to Keenan House. He thought about driving baseline. Step back 3. Well short there. Right into the hands of Ian Flowers. Jaden Taylor pushing the pace up. Horton, jump step there. Gets it to fall there.
Sam Walton not trying to draw the foul. Keeps his arms straight up and down.
House very patient. Josh Pikes falls for the pump fake. That's going to force a prospective timeout. Henry, what do you think they're talking about?
Yeah, if your perspective's here, you're still very close. You're not trying to stop the bleeding quite yet. You're trying to drop a play, possibly get out of the zone, pop a 3, and you're back in this pretty much. 3-score game here in the main gym. Your score, 27-20, 3:37 left on the clock. Second quarter action coming right up your way. You've been watching York Sports Network.
We welcome you back out of the timeout. 7 points separating the two teams. 3 possession difference. The Glenbard East Rams leading the prospective Warriors here in the 3rd place game. Jaden Taylor, guarded by Mike Nee. Finds Pikes in the high post. Deep 3 here for Travis. No good there. Travis' shot isn't falling. Mike Nee with it now. Guarded tightly by Jaden Taylor. He is all over Nee. Nee forced to pick up his dribble. Snyder with it, top of the key. They give it to Nee on the wing. Marinowski guarded tightly. This man defense for perspectives. Almost stolen away from Josh Pikes. Last touch by Marinowski. That's going to be a turnover.
Coming out of this timeout, Perspective's doing a great job playing this tight man deep. We've seen them all over Mike Nee, trying to lock them down to stop the bleeding.
Perspectives already trying to save clock here. Rolling the ball up in the half court. Stolen away there by Mike Nee. He's pushing the pace. Running with him is Lochelle. Nee takes it himself. It rims in there. Mike Nee finishes through the contact. Going to the line for one more. Number 10, Kyron Miles makes a move to the scores table. He's going to come in. Jaden Taylor to the bench.
Yeah, an unfortunate.
Just dribbles in there. Toilet bowled around the rim. Lucky fall there. Mike Nee finishes the three-point play there. Leads up to 10. GBE's been in the driver's seat ever since the start of the second quarter. Morgan Travis trying to turn the tides of this game. Gives it up to Miles, back to Travis. Travis over to Flowers. Flowers in the corner, fires, he hits it. Ian Flowers. That's the last guy you want to see get going from deep. On day 4, he hit back-to-back threes on back-to-back possessions to start day 4. Cooled off from that. Last touch there by Danny Snyder. Ian Flowers comes up with the steal.
Yeah, Ian Flowers hit the 3, and then the steal here is really starting to bloom as we head into late second quarter action. Really trying to push the pace here's Perspective, trying to get as many points on the board as you can. Obviously, you're very much still in the game. 23-30.
I like that. Ian Flowers starting to bloom. Miles with it, working on Nee. Up to Pike. Over to Travis. Travis gets a screen from Pike. Pike calling for it in the low post. Travis ISO gives it to Flowers. Almost loses the handle there. Got a double screen from his own teammate. Pike with it, gives it to Travis, sets a screen for Travis. Pike calling for it down low. Travis, deep 3. No good there. Shot clock expired, but that was for the Warriors. Danny Snyder hits the transition layup.
Danny Snyder doing a great job being wide open, trying to get easy looks to continue their advantage here over Perspective.
Little bit of a cherry pick layup, but Coach Eric Kelly will take that all day. Stripped away by Marinowski. He's going coast to coast. Euros around Morgan Travis. Marinowski showing off the footwork, getting that layup to go.
A little bit unneeded there from Perspectives, trying to play almost too cautiously, and they lose track of where they're at.
Flowers gives this one to Miles. Miles, jump stop there, gives it to Travis. Pike rolls off the screen. Miles driving baseline, it gets blocked. Flowers in the corner here, he fires. No good, rebounded by Marinowski. Lochelle in transition, stolen away by Morgan Travis.
Morgan Travis looking to go for final shot. This time he drives in.
Thomas fires, no good there. Loose ball foul called there. That's gonna go on Lochelle. Josh Pike fell awkwardly on his right ankle in the day 4 game. Looked to re-aggravate it there. Tristan Howard's going to come in for Pike. Jaden Taylor's going to come in for Kyron Miles. So all 5 starters back on the floor for the Warriors. Lochelle, the lone non-starter for the Rams.
Yeah, Pike still looking very uncomfortable over on the bench, hoping that he's okay to help this Perspective team.
Travis set to inbound. Taylor fires. No good. Short there. Shot clock is off. Danny Snyder up to Lochelle. You got to think the Rams are holding for the last shot here.
Tight defense coming on to Mike Nee.
He fires. No good. Rims out. Travis Marinowski gets the buzzer beater to fall there. That's going to leave Your first half score, 36-23. Marinowski finishing right before the clock expires, right off the glass.
Marinowski definitely excited about that one. As we head towards halftime, Perspective currently trailing 23-36. Pike's possibly out of the game with an ankle injury. We'll have to see once he comes back from halftime. How is he doing?
As you said, possibly out. He left the bench early, right before halftime. Hoping to see him back on the floor. One interesting thing to note here is Mike Nee. He's only got 5 points on the game, yet Glenbard East Rams by 13. If you're Coach Eric Kelly, that's a great sign. Having your star player typically in double digits at halftime held to half of that, and they're still in a commanding lead.
Yeah, Eric Kelly doing a great job getting some of his younger guys and some of the guys that don't get as much playing time or as much ball handling time involved to kind of cover off this extreme defense coming from Perspectives. They're doing a great job not quite much relying on Mike Nee and relying on some of their other guys. So it's been a great to see from Coach Kelly.
With that, don't go anywhere. You are watching the third place game here on York Sports Network. We welcome you back here to the Dick Campbell Gym, where it is championship day, day 5 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, here on York Sports Network. I'm Griffin, Hanna. Joined alongside me is Henry Borchers. Henry, give us a quick recap of what happened in the first half.
Yeah, first half game sort of early on, first quarter, especially controlled by Perspective. But as we've gone into the second quarter and now even into the third, we'll have to see how Glenbard East will respond. We know Glenbard East responded early in second quarter and really controlled the pace. That one just off the mark for Perspective. So we'll have to see how Glenbard East will try to control this game. They're up a lot here coming into the second half. So Perspective with a lot of work to do, possibly missing their star player.
Mike Nee, awfully quiet for his standards, but that is a great sign for Eric Kelly as GBE gets a huge swat there. Flowers working in the low post, up with it, no good, rebounds his own miss, back up, and he hits it.
Yeah, Flowers staying strong there, getting up and in on the rebound.
Danny Snyder working with it. Once again, Mike Nee awfully quiet for his standards. Typically, he's already in double digits, only 5 points on the game. GBE still with the commanding screen, Ian Flowers. Late foul called there. One thing to note is in the first quarter, it was only a 1 point difference. Perspectives had the lead 14-13. In the second quarter, GBE scored 23, Perspectives only 9, which gave them this huge lead.
Yeah, we'll have to see how Coach Kelly will decide to continue to keep pushing, or if they're going to try to slow this game down, try to buy some clock time.
Both teams playing with pace in the first half, but as you said, Coach Kelly might tell his boys to slow it down, preserve the lead. Marinowski down low in the low post. Steps through, up with it, and gets it to rim in. Marinowski up to 12 points on the day, leading the Rams in scoring.
Yeah, he's really going to work, like we said. They're sort of starting to shut down Mike Nee and some of the other guys, so great job by him stepping up here in this third place opportunity game.
Taylor, deep three, no good, front iron. Nee pushing the pace here, going coast to coast. Splits a double team, back behind the back pass to Marinowski. Mike Nee not filling up the scoring column, but his assist total is rising with a highlight play right there. Flowers working in the low post, up with it, blocked by Marinowski. Up to Mike Nee, Nee up with it, off-tempo layup, no good there. Last touch there by Keenan House. It's gonna be GBE ball, or sorry, Perspective ball.
That duo with Mike Nee sort of forming more than Marinowski, that absolute connection. We saw that behind the back pass. That was absolutely electric. We'll have to see how that duo will continue to respond here against Perspectives.
Morgan Travis gets it to Howard down low, blocked by Walton. Nee going coast to coast here, fires. No good, front iron. Tristan Howard going coast to coast here, got the rebound, finds Taylor in the corner. Taylor deciding to drive baseline. Foul's gonna be called there. It's gonna go on.
Possibly against Michael Nee. We take another look at some of the blocks here. First pull up, deep three, that one off the front. Good rebound by Perspectives.
Howard finding Taylor in the corner. He sees a lane, takes it. Going to line for two. Taylor good on the first. This is Taylor's first trip to the free throw line in this game. No good on the second, shooting 50% on the day. Mike Nee, once again, guarded in the full court by Morgan Travis. Danny Snyder's got Jaden Taylor on them. Those two have shut them down defensively, but it's been Marinowski stepping up big. Mid-range, no good there. Rebounds his own miss. They get it up to Mike Nee, the South Dakota commit. Over to Marinowski. House. Marinowski gets a screen from Walton. He drives, poked away. Mike Nee comes up with the loose ball. Snyder in the corner. No good there. Rebounded by Knee. Knee, double team, stolen away there by Jaden Taylor. Up to Tristan Howard. Howard trying to get Flowers, tipped by Danny Snyder.
Howard's yet again getting his pass tipped away. We saw that early in this first half, continuing into the second half action.
Marinowski down low, yet another bucket. Jacob Marinowski, 16 points.
Perspective.
Taylor drives, goes up with it, gets it to fall there. Timeout called. Timeout Perspectives, and this is not the sight that Coach Justin Rhymes wants to see. Jaden Taylor grabbing at that right ankle. Josh Pike went down earlier with an ankle injury. He returned to the bench. Now Jaden Taylor walking gingerly away after that last play.
Have to see what happens with him. Possibly get him checked out by the trainers. He's going to stay on the bench trying to fight through this injury.
Taylor meeting with the trainer right now.
Seen a great job here by Glenbard East to continue pushing the pace. You saw another huge block there by Keenan House. Crucial part of this offense and defense especially is Marinowski likes to go inside, up, and in, and he gets this one to fall yet again.
Marinowski stepping up in a huge way for this game. Typically, when you think of offensive production for GBE, it's Mike Nee and Danny Snyder in the backcourt, but the forward, Jacob Marinowski, picking up the slacks left by those two. Jaden Taylor and Morgan Travis shutting down the stars of GBE, so it's the role players who are getting majority of the points for the Rams.
Yeah, Glenbard East doing also a really good job trying to lock down Howard, and he's had multiple turnovers here on wild passes. He looks up and in.
14 points separating the teams. Possession arrow pointed towards the Rams. House having a word with the ref. Jaden Taylor is back on the floor. Good to see him shake off that fall he took. Perspectives in a zone full court press here. That's the first zone we've seen all day from them. Typically they're in a man-to-man. Mike Nee from three. No good there.
It'll be interesting to see if Mike Nee gets more pass attempts here. Going up for the slam.
Howard injecting some energy into this Perspectives team. Howard finally getting going. House has to get it over to Snyder. Snyder saves it. That ball is going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Perspectives basketball. Great job by Howard here to sky up there. Get the gym rocking.
Yeah, great injection there by Howard. Doing a good job. He knows he's got to get this one in with a dunk. They're chasing him down quickly, so great work by Howard.
Howard, 6'6". He can sky up there using all of that wingspan. Jaden Taylor with it.
Only 12 separating them now, so look to see Perspectives try and continue this offense. Slam.
Loses his handle there. Miles comes up with the loose ball. Ross in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Nee.
Ross not enough mustard in that corner three.
Nee's got to get it across half. He does. Lochelle with it. Guarded by Howard. Snyder. Nee thought about pulling, decided not to. Finds Snyder. He drives up with it. No good there. Foul is called. Foul is going to be on Jaden Taylor, so he will go to the bench. In comes Brandon Boykin Jr. That is a rather new name for these Warriors. We have not heard much from him all tournament. Getting the nod here in the third place game. Snyder drives. Finds Mike Nee, guarded by Travis. Travis doing a great job shutting down Mike Nee offensively. Gets a screen from Marinowski, splits a double team. Nee gives it to Marinowski, up with it, rims out. That is a late call there.
Yeah, we see this dynamic duo of Mike Nee and Marinowski really getting to work in the paint especially. However, this time Marinowski not able to drop it down like he has previously.
Jacob Marinowski at the line to shoot too. Leads all Rams in scoring with 16.
His first is good. He looks to go 2 for 2.
Marinowski shooting 66% in the first half. Continuing with the hot hand here. Trying to go 2 for 2. He misses the second, so lead will stay at 13. Travis with it. Flashy pass there. Ross in the corner, no good.
This time too much for Ross.
Foul's going to be
no-look pass, not able to connect.
Foul's going to be called. That's going to go on Tristan Howard. That's his second foul. Perspectives looking like a different team these past couple of days. For the first 3 games, every shot of theirs was falling from beyond the arc. Now they can't even seem to get a layup to fall for them. Mike Nee with it. Splits yet another double team. Finds Marinowski in the corner. Finds Keenan House on the baseline. He flares it out. Stolen by Ross. Ross pushing the pace here. Up with it. No good. Rebound by Miles. Miles, second chance bucket. Rims out. Mike Nee. Up to Keenan House. Keenan House. Euros. Does not get it to go. A lot of contact there, so he's going to go to the charity stripe for 2.
Yeah, that one all started with that wild pass. You'll see it here. Gives Glenbard East another opportunity to get to the line and draw the foul.
The gym oddly quiet for a third-place game.
Yeah, definitely not as many people as we've seen in previous years. Last year, even the third-place game was quite packed.
Right now, it just feels kind of deflated in here. Keenan House, no good on the first. Josh Pike comes in. Tristan Howard's going to go to the bench.
You'd still see Pike sort of a little bit limping almost on that one ankle. We'll see how he gets to play here.
Keenan House trying to go 1 for 2. Free throws being a struggle for both teams. Keenan House misses the second. Pikes comes up with the rebound. Strip that one out of Marinowski's hands. Travis, Euros, around Snyder, up with it. Foul's called. That's going to be a blocking on Snyder. So Travis, he's going to get 2 shots here. Bonner makes a move to the scorer's table. You got to believe he's going to take out Snyder. Travis. Good on the first. Bonner comes in. It's going to be Keenan House going to the bench. Bonner, a quiet 10 points off the bench. He's been a great plug-and-play player, bringing energy with him. No good on the second.
Perspective still trailing by 12.
Snyder fires, no good. Morgan Travis, last touch by him. He got up to double digits on that last free throw. First Warrior to do so. Marinowski, Lochelle, guarded tightly by Boykin Jr. Now it's Snyder. Miles picking it up all the way at the logo. Lochelle over to Marinowski. Marinowski fires! No good. Last touch by Miles. It's going to remain Rams basketball. They give it to Marinowski. Knee double teamed by Pikes. Bonner can't maintain possession there. Last touch by Ross. It's going to remain Rams basketball. Warriors having a lot of opportunities to force a turnover, but every loose ball is seeming to go in the Rams' way. Snyder up at the logo. Miles giving Snyder nothing. Snyder turn around, fires. Shot clock expires there. Rebounded by Boykin Jr. Boykin Jr. gives it to Ross. Ross thought about pulling, decided not to. Boykin Jr. in the corner. Dribbles it out, gives it to Travis. Travis with it at the top of the key, gets a screen from Pikes. Finds Miles in the corner, spin around, layup. He gets called there. Lochelle, foul's going to go on him.
Yeah, not able to draw that and one this time, but he's going to still go to the line for a 2-point opportunity. Trying to cut this lead down to 11.
A lot of fouls being called in this third quarter. 8 in total, 5 going against Perspectives, 3 on the Rams. Miles gets that one to dribble in. Sam Walton comes back in. Lachelle going back to the bench. Sam Walton, 9 points on the day. He's the leader of the front court for the Rams. Miles no good on the second, rebounded by Walton, poked away there. Loose ball corralled by Boykin Jr. Travis fires, no good. Boykin Jr. gets the loose ball, gives that one to Miles. Back to Boykin Jr. Over to Miles. Miles going to work on Marinowski, backdoor.
3 to shoot.
That's going to be called on the floor. That's going to go on Cameron Bonner. That's going to put Perspectives in the bonus. So Pike's at the line for 2. He's walking gingerly on that left ankle. Came down awkwardly in the first half.
His first chance there is good. That game back to 10 points. This is a great spot if you're Perspectives.
Perspectives not yet out of the game. 18.7 seconds remain here in the third quarter. Pike's good on the second. Down to an 11-point lead. Perspectives bringing back that 1-2-2 full court press. Marinowski loses possession there. Perspectives forces the turnover.
Really see Perspectives starting to heat up, if you will.
Closing moments of this third quarter, momentum starting to shift towards the Warriors. Morgan Travis with it. Picked up in the full court by Bonner. Jump pass over to Ross, last touch by Marinowski. 3.5 seconds left to go.
You can see Coach Rhymes getting a lot more involved here in this late third quarter. He sees this potential in this team. They got a lot of space coming into this late third quarter, early fourth.
Baseline inbound here. The Warriors going with a box concept. They get it to Ross in the corner. Ross up to Miles. Miles fires just wide there. That leaves your third quarter score 34-43. Glenbard East leads the Perspective Warriors. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter action about to get underway here on York Sports Network.
Hello, everyone, and we welcome you back to fourth quarter action. 8 minutes left remaining in this third place opportunity game. 34-43, still down by 10 as Perspectives. They were hot coming out of this late third quarter. We'll have to see what magic they can draw up here in this fourth quarter.
Keenan House set to inbound, gives it to Danny Snyder. Picked up in the full court by Miles. Warriors now going with a full court trap defense. Walton trying to work on Pikes. He saves that one. No, they call it out of bounds. Perspective switching to the half-court trap, staying in that man, but a lot of double teams. They give it to Walton in the high post. Marinowski with it just beyond the arc. Knee working on Travis. Down low to Walton, spins. Gets it to dribble in there. Sam Walton, 11 points on the game.
Sam Walton working well with Marinowski.
Lead up to 11. Sam Walton, the difference in this game. Pikes drives, working on Walton, up with it. Can't get it to fall there. Too much power. Marinowski with it in the low post, up with it. Marinowski, nice touch off the glass.
Good job there by Glenbard, catching Perspective off guard.
That last minute run that Perspectives went on to close the third quarter erased right there. Travis hits the ground there. Travis called for travel. The shell comes back in the game. Sam Walton to the bench. Morgan Travis to the bench. Jaden Taylor, the lone starter out there for the Warriors. Keenan House called for the travel there. Couldn't make up his mind in time. It's going to be an inbound. Jaden Taylor set to inbound.
Perspective's real happy with this one. They can feel the momentum they've got. They just got to capitalize on it now.
Boykin Jr. gives that back to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Mike Nee. Mike Nee been quiet to his standards on offense, but making up for it on the defensive end. Ross fires in the corner. No good. Perspectives can't get a three to fall.
Perspectives having to lean more on their big man here, try to get up and in the zone. As three opportunities not there this time.
Marinowski up with it. Marinowski up to 21 points. The last person you would expect to have a 20-piece in this third-place game.
Yeah, the Pikes off guard there in the early zone.
Jaden Taylor gets his own miss. Pikes for three. Short there. Miles with the offensive rebound. Gets that one to rattle home.
Great job by Miles picking up the scraps. As here comes Glenbard East on a fast break, but they're going to get heavy pressure here by Perspectives.
Danny Snyder splits a double team right there. Gets it up to House. House finishes the layup. They're going to call that a block on Josh Pikes. He knows his feet were still moving. Keenan House going to the line for one more.
Been a theme so far in this tournament. Lots of charges called, trying to draw them, especially.
Tristan Howard and Keon Thomas come in. Josh Pikes and Boykin Jr. to the bench.
You're going to see what they can do to help this team out. Tristan Howard looking to add to his point total.
Keenan House up to 13 points with that made free throw. Extends the lead up to 16. Just barely over 5.5 minutes left to play here. Thomas's three is money.
Great job by Thomas knocking it down. Get the point scoring going for Perspectives.
Keeps this game within reach. Poked away there. Ross comes up with it. Up to Thomas. Keon Thomas over to Ross. Ross to Jaden Taylor. Taylor guarded by Marinowski. Deep three here. Hits it. Jaden Taylor shrinks the lead down to 10. Just like that. Perspective Warriors right back in this thing.
Great double team here. Trying to catch him off guard. Driving in.
Down low to Keenan House. Keenan House spins up with it. And one. Keenan House once again finishes through contact.
Just like that, able to extend the lead to 12. We've seen that sort of a theme today. Perspective going on a little run that might knock down 2 threes. Glenbard East coming right back, able to draw the three-point play opportunity as he's got an opportunity, like you said, to go to the line.
Keenan House trying to finish this three-point play, get the lead back up to 13. He does. Jaden Taylor starting to heat up offensively. Drives in, up with it. That's going to be a foul there. That goes on Michael Knee. That's his second foul.
No one in too much trouble yet.
Jaden Taylor has 3 fouls, but it is halfway through the fourth quarter, so wouldn't say he's in foul trouble quite yet. In the high school game, 5 fouls and then you're fouled out. So it's easier to do so. Jaden Taylor, no good on the first. Jaden Taylor shot 25% in the first half, ended up with 5 points. Now he's up to 11, already shooting better. No good on the second. Free throws remaining a glaring issue for the Warriors. Snyder with it in the corner. He's double teamed, finds House. House behind the back pass to Marinowski.
Yet again, great flows behind the back pass. Marinowski always open where he needs to be. He's able to put that one up yet again. Deep for 3.
No good there. Jaden Taylor unable to get that one to fall. Danny Snyder loses his handle there. Last touch by Snyder. It's going to stay Warriors basketball. Just barely under 4.5 minutes left to play here. Morgan Travis checks in. Jaden Taylor to the bench. Lochelle, the only non-starter out there for the Rams. Meanwhile, Ross and Miles sticking in there for the Warriors. They've been crucial, coming off the bench, bringing the energy. They find Travis with it, working on Snyder, crosses.
5 to shoot.
Keon Thomas fires, no good there, rebounded by Knee. Keenan House coast to coast. Keenan House finishes with nice touch there. He's up to 18 points. He's exploded in the second half. Miles with it. Miles finds Thomas low, loses his handle there. That's going to be last touch by Keon Thomas. So that's a turnover for the Warriors.
Yeah, Keon Thomas almost to wrangle that one in. However, they knocked him down in front of it, so he's going to be the last one to touch it for this play.
Michael Knee with it. Up to Danny Snyder. Just dribbling it around here. You got to think that the Rams are going to start to hold the ball more, be more patient on offense, try to maintain this lead. Marinowski drives up with it. Yet another late call. Marinowski's going to go to the line for 2. Has a chance to push his total to 25.
Yeah, we've seen Marinowski be pretty consistent here from the line. So we'll have to see how he can add to his total, almost up to, if he does knock these 2 down, up to 25, like you said. So 23.
Marinowski, 10 points in the first half. 13 so far here in the second. Now that's up to 14. That pushes the lead up to 18.
Some fresh bodies coming in. Ian Flowers trying to get back out here and help this team continue to bloom. Not an opportunity though this time.
Marinowski hits the second, so that puts his point total up to 25. 10 in the first half, 15 so far in the second. Jacob Marinowski, have yourself a day.
Yeah, Glenbard is doing a great job controlling the pace so far. Would not be surprised if they obviously call this timeout, but not be surprised if they start slowing their pace down. They're going to really push this shot clock to their best of their ability. 35 seconds to burn each possession. So we'll have to see how much time they can knock off this clock. They're up. Your score, 61-42 in favor of the Rams. 5:29 remaining in this third place game. Right now it's going to go to the Rams, but we'll have to see what Perspective can do leading into the late fourth quarter. You've been watching York Sports Network. We'll be right back.
We welcome you back out of the timeout. Your score, 42-61. The Glenbard East Rams in the driver's seat here in the third place game of your 51st annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. 19-point comeback, 3.5 minutes to do so. Impossible, no. Improbable, yes.
We've seen bigger, though, in the Tosh with Glenbard East, especially, with Glenbard West earlier this week in the South Gym.
Knee double teamed right at the half court line. Gets it out to Lochelle. Stolen away by Tristan Howard. Miles with it now, up and good. Miles finishes the transition layup.
Yeah, good job by Miles, not trying to put too much on the line, not being too risky when it comes to the layup, not going for the dunk especially.
Rams having no problem breaking the full court press. They got it across the timeline with more than enough time to spare. Lochelle with it, finds Snyder in the corner. Snyder double teamed. High IQ play there by Snyder just to throw it right off the foot of Ian Flowers. Remains Rams basketball.
Yeah, this full court press leaving more opportunities open for the Rams, especially down in the paint. So you'll see more opportunities, deep three corners. Like I said, up and in.
Keenan House wide open there. Something just broke the defensive perspectives. Flowers for three, no good. That's been the story of the game. Perspective unable to hit the three ball all game. Mike Nee, coast to coast, finds Marinowski down low. Up with it, Mike Nee, great court vision there. Sacrifices the layup of his own, gets the assist. Marinowski, 27 points, nearing the tournament record for this year.
Wouldn't be surprised if he got into 30 today.
Blocked there. Tristan Howard comes up with his own rebound, drives in, up with it, finishes the lay through the contact. Going to the line for one more.
Yeah, great three-point opportunity for them. Perspective looking almost defeated here. They need to pick up their pace, and they have more than enough time to come back, but it'll be pretty much impossible. So we'll have to see how Glenbard East will continue to push.
Keenan House and Norman Lochelle. Round of applause for them as they head to the bench. Checking in is Adam Schwartz and Cameron Bonner. Howard, good on the second there. Sorry, the first free throw, so he finishes the three-point play. Danny Snyder picked up in the full court once again. He gets it across the timeline. Mike Nee with it. Down low to Marinowski. Up with it. Marinowski has tied the 51st annual Jack Tosh scoring record so far.
Yeah, Marinowski being the man in the paint.
Travis, no good. Last touch. They're going to say last touch by Marinowski. In comes number 23. We apologize. We do not have him rostered. Danny Snyder goes to the bench there. Horton, his three, no good. Rebounded by Marinowski. Pushes it up to Schwartz. Schwartz, finger rolls it in. GBE's bench calling for a dunk. So even though he made it, a couple of groans coming from their bench. Horton goes up with the teardrop front iron. Great job there by Howard to stay with the play. Gets the second chance bucket to fall. Under a minute left to play here.
The Rams not going to be able to burn the clock this time. Shot clock still on.
Mike Nee with it. Schwartz over to Nee. Nee over to Marinowski. Up with it. No good. Bonner this time gets the second chance basket to fall. It is running clock. GBE aware that Marinowski is one bucket away from holding the scoring title for this year's Tosh. They're saying get it to him. Morgan Travis trying to put something on the board here. Stolen there. GBE, they're calling it. They're saying give it to Jacob. They're saying give it to Marinowski. They're just going to let the clock run out. Coach Eric Kelling telling them that Marinowski is just going to have to be happy with tying the record. With that, the Glenbard East Rams are your third place team for the 51st annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. Marinowski leading the way with 29 points.
Very hard fought there from both teams. We saw early control from Perspective. However, really after that second quarter, really picked up on the Rams. Great job by Kelly to get his guys back into it. However, Glenbard East just really pulled away. They couldn't do much. Perspective really left them in the dust.
With that, that concludes your third place game. Don't go anywhere. We'll have a post-game interview with Coach Eric Kelly and Jacob Marinowski. Signing off for now, I've been Griffin Hanna. Joined alongside me is Henry Borchers.
Good night.
I'd like to direct your attention to center court with New York Athletic Director Rob Wagner, who's going to present the All-Tosh Tournament team plaques to 2 members from Glenbard East and 2 members from Perspectives. First for Perspectives, the first member of the 2025 Jack Tosh All Tournament team, number 0, Jaden Taylor. The other member from Perspectives, number 2, Morgan Travis. And the 2 members of the Tosh All Tournament team from Glenbard East, number 3, Danny Snyder. And number 4, Michael Mead. And now at this time, we're going to present the 4th place plaque to head coach Justin Rhymes and the Perspectives Leadership Warriors. First appearance for the Warriors in the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. And now the 3rd place plaque to head coach Eric Kelly and the Glenbard East Rams. Thank you to both Glenbard East and Perspectives for your participation in the 51st annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here at York High School. We have one more game left tonight, or this afternoon, and that'll be the championship game between St. Patrick and St. Ignatius. That game will tip in approximately 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They'll stand here. We just want to give St. Pat's. Yeah. Let's see. What up? Jacob Marinowski, he had 29, and then I'm joined here with Jacob Marinowski and head coach Eric Kelly. How does it feel to be third place?
Feels good. You know, last year we only won one game, and this year we really emphasized trying to get to that championship. But we lost last night, but we bounced back really good this game.
And what does it mean to you to tie the scoring record for this year's Tosh?
It means a lot. I didn't even know.
The bench was calling for you to get on that last play. You were so close.
I should have gotten it. I know. I went for a floater. I should have gone up strong though. That's my fault.
All right, and then how did you get your boys to rally behind this team? Obviously, day 4 didn't go the way you wanted, but you bounced back strong here on championship day.
Yeah, it's a testament to, we have 9 seniors on our roster. They're all high character, very good kids who come from great families, and we talked about in the locker room. We came here, we want to go out on a good note. Only a couple teams can leave with a win, and that was the point of emphasis, and we were fortunately able to do that.
All right, and then what do you expect next from your boys in this team this year?
Well, we got big goals. We want to get downstate. We got one of the best players in the state in Michael Nee, and I think we saw today that we have a great supporting cast. Mike Nee and Danny Snyder, who are all tournament guys, only combined for 8 points, and yet we won by 20. I don't think many teams can do that if you have your 2 best players, with pretty much subpar games, but then we get 20-point games, 29-point game from Jacob, I believe a 23-point game from Keenan House. So, it's hard to plug a lot of different holes if you stop 1 or 2 guys. We got 5, 6, 7 guys that can beat you.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you. For YSN, I've been Griffin Hanna signing off. This has been your third place game here for the 51st annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. All right, move this back.